All right, what's up, everyone? This is BB3TV. TARYN will be here in moments. Just kind of letting everyone know that we'll be here in the daytime hours, just talking about shows, discussions. We play a little bit of brand for you until she jumps in. Join us, BB3TV. We'll show up the parental advisory because you know it's going to be that. Quick overlay. Boom. There it is. The warning. Quick video clip. We are definitely live right now, so we'll just do the commercial. All right, so kind of a test. What I wanted to do here, TARYN will be joining us. BB3TV, welcome everyone. Always thank you for being here. Go to a comment section so people join in. We wanted to talk about shows. TARYN and I, we usually don't get to talk other than back chat, so it'll be a blessing to have her in here just to go over everything she's working on. There's my mom. So cool. Bobby, how you doing too? So TARYN will be here in a moment. She said she's logging in, so we're just going live right now. Prime and viewers chat. All right. Well, hold on that one. So first off, BB3TV. Thank you guys for all being here. Like, share, and follow. Most importantly, enjoy. Subscribe here too. All right. So check this out. We got a fellow owner here. Here for a second. Lunch is almost over. Popping in to say hi. Tom Nally. He's working at the park. Everyone go over to this is Tom's World. Like and share on YouTube. He works very hard there. He's actually working at the park right now for its history and everything that park is. I've been there. It's beautiful. So if you ever have a chance, I will let him say it. Go over there and check it out. There also is a GoFundMe to help him out over there for plants. Anything needed as far as structures to rebuild that garden over the season. So Tom Nally, thank you. I love you, brother. All right. So like I said, TARYN will be here. She's Paranormal Brew. Real Talk Madame is a Thursday night, but we have so many hosts here who deserve. And we talked the other night about, we have about 6,000. There it is right there. Real quick. This is Tom's World YouTube. Everyone go over there and give that a subscribe. It just takes 2 seconds out of your day just to show appreciation to the host. We work very hard in a way to show you content. We will always be here for you. So we'll do that right there, Tom. I'll keep that up for a moment, even as I talk, waiting on TARYN to get in. I'll text her in a moment. TARYN and I had a long conversation earlier, which is why I said, let's just do a live, because we never actually get to hang out in here in a live. She does so much. She was brought on BB3TV because her character alone. Thank you, brother, for sure. Her character alone, she just has it to be a part of the family. She understands hard work. She understands entertainers. She understands artists, just like Tom Nally and myself. So there was no question, going through BB3TV of past people, past hosts, past, owners, and past networks that we worked with. There was no thought to say no to TARYN. And BB3 works alone now. We don't mind mingling out with other networks, but BB3 is its own structure, and TARYN was the perfect fit for BB3TV because just a strong woman, and we appreciate her. As we talked the other day with Dustin is actually Dustin Heisey, off the cuff. He is actually a Friday night right now. Hold on 1 second. Turn that one off because I am live. So off the cuff will be now a Friday night, I believe. Tom, if you're still there, give that a thumbs up, because we had structured that the other night. It's no longer a Saturday night. Off the cuff, we decided, there's TARYN right now. So we are live, TARYN, as I bring you in.
Hey, oh God.
What's up, sis? We're live.
Ooh, that was a little close.
Yeah, let me try the let me put up a
No, that's fine.
Right
It's better now. That's better now. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good. I'm gonna do a BB3 logo instead of the ghost. So we're here. We are parental advisory. I've been just talking and letting everyone know why we decided to do this live, because you and I get to talk in back chats. We've had pretty much one show together besides a game show, and why I appreciate you as far as being a BB3TV owner of the structure you are, and how important you are to the system as we grow. And I felt that, we need to talk live and have a show together.
Absolutely. Hold on, I'm getting on to the live. Hold on so I can share it.
All good. As we're all working together here. Tom is already saying hi, and we were talking about with Dustin when we had a show the other night. Tom Springer is there. My mom says hi, TARYN. Tom Nally, of course, is there. Tom Springer says, "What's up, fam? Much love." Tom Springer, in moments, what I'll do, let TARYN and I talk a little bit. If you have time, put in the comments. I don't mind you jumping in as a BB3 family to talk about this. You are one of the most popular shows going on. You get comments left and right. So I want to congratulate you on that. And once again, I have black shades on because my astigmatism is heavily bothering me. So
that's I was about to go get mine. I was about to go get mine.
Well, go get them. And that's not a segue, Tom Nally, if you're still watching, because I am starting that other company. But no, this.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Your astigmatism.
You see that? So yeah. So TARYN, I want to say, first and foremost, thank you for being a part of BB3 and all you do.
Oh no. I love being a part of BB. Yeah. So you don't have to thank me for that.
It was once a shit show. You know that.
I mean, everybody goes through stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's a learning thing.
It really is. It really is. And Tom Nally brought you in as one of the first hosts. And it was just kind of one of those things. You were actually on one of our first shows at that other place that we never mentioned because we don't give a shit, right? Because I'm allowed to say that. No, but we knew you were structured. Tom Nally believed in you, and then seeing everything you do. Matter of fact, with DeCesare, remember when I had DeCesare on? I asked you to be my co-host there. Only because your show, to me, with the Paranormal Brew, I believe you had Sabrina there too. You're the only ones that made me watch the entire show with DeCesare, because you guys asked questions in a way that you made him feel a part of a show. So going into that show that you and I did, it made it more comforting for me to say, hey, he deserves to be a part of this network because he has heartwarming topics to talk about, just like you guys did. I mean, you guys didn't play around. You were the best one.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Chris is awesome. And a lot of people, you know, might not believe his story, but you know, to each his own. But I think he's amazing. I think he's awesome. I think he's a great speaker, and I also think he's he could be a motivator. He laughs every time I tell him that. I'm like, you could totally be like one of those motivator speaker people.
He truly does.
He could.
Right. And what's crazy, when you talk about, like, a lot of people do not believe in a story. Here's a book. He has a movie talking about a story. He is not the personality to make this up. He's just a great individual. He's not there to make money. He's there to tell his story. He wanted no part of this for all those years, just to give it to Cesare out there. And he's right after you. And he said that you have such a strong structured show on the Wednesday night that he wants to be right after you to keep that motivation moving.
That's awesome.
That's the thought process of an artist.
Now, say, and that to me is a compliment from somebody like him, for sure. Mm-hmm. You know, he's been around a lot longer, and so for me, he's one of those people that if they, you know, I value his opinion. So that's awesome that he said that.
And I do as well too. We know that there's not going to be a ton of viewers in here because we're during the day. TARYN, what we're doing right now is we're showing that BB3 does run around the clock. So we are looking for hosts. So what do you want to see with BB3 in the future, being an owner?
Can you ask me that in 2 seconds? Let me go get my coffee.
Yeah, go get it. Go get it. Because I want
Okay.
to talk about Dustin Heisey as well, too.
Yeah.
So he's going, we took the chains off him. So we have room to grow. We will be talking politics with Dustin Heisey. We want variety. Paranormal is a big part of BB3TV. But however, though, we also want to say that we are variety and we want to branch out to other shows as well, too. We will always accept paranormal, but there's variety here. And you know, we want to reach all audience. Tom Springer, I'll bring you in here in about, say, 15 minutes or so. Just want to talk to TARYN a bit. So Dustin Heisey will do that. A lot of different hosts coming in. We have bands that are back on approach. We had to restructure ourselves again, guys. I mean, this is part of what we do as far as being a company.
Okay.
Nothing's easy, trust me. So nothing is like, you know, with the bands and stuff. I mean, TARYN and I, with Tom Nally, we let go pretty much every band last week just to restructure them back in place, right? I mean, they weren't fired. We just let them off our site in order to come back in to say, hey, you have to be here to promote what you have, you know? And that's what we were getting at. Why
is Tom being, is it because I stole his wife? Is he mad?
I don't know, but I'm going to let him join in here in a few. I'm just going to send him a link, but I want to talk to you first before there's a lot of people in here because we never get to do this.
Yeah. I want to say something though.
Sure.
Throughout BB3TV, like I started BB3TV, you know, and then little things kept on popping up and coming in. And obviously, you know, there's other things involved. I'm involved with other things now, but throughout this whole time, and when's our 1 year?
It'll be March 22nd. Actually, a day before my birthday, Chaos's birthday.
Yeah. So in that year, I mean, I have, you know, I've always been with BB, but like, you know, other things came up. So I was like doing this and doing this and doing BB and doing this and doing BB. But one thing never changed was you and Tom to me. You guys always supported me. You guys always were there, you know? And so for me, that means a lot. You never changed who you were as a person. Neither did Tom towards me. You know what I mean? Like we've always been a tight little circle. We've had our brother and sister disagreements and but we get over it. You know, we can talk about it. So, but the thing that I've noticed in all of these things that I'm being a part of and this and that, like people can talk a good talk and change, you know, and people can be fake and you find out, and people can be backstabbers and you find out, you know, and like I said, the one thing that you and Tom have always been is, you know, true, like 100% with me.
Yeah, always. And here's the thing, TARYN, like you said, we respect you because we love you, truly. And we respect your show and the following that you have. You know, you're not here for numbers. You're here because we respect you. Yeah, we have brother and sister fights all the time. You know that with everyone. But it's not going to change the love. Like I told you at recent conversations within 6 months, let's just say that, okay? That if it came down to you and I not being cool, I would fucking end BB3TV.
We would never not be cool.
You know what I'm saying, though? Like, it really came down to that, where I'm like, you know, I don't want anything beyond a great relationship with you and Tom Nally. We do this because we love it.
Right.
So with being owners, the three of us, we will come across things that, you know, we are not going to see eye to eye on. There's so much more that we do see eye to eye on. Just say in general, Sarah. You know, not bringing her up right now. We'll promote her later. But something so simple, promoting somebody like Tom Springer, promoting one of our best hosts, April DeCesare. We understand greatness. We put them first. Paranormal Brew is one of the best shows, the first show, and one of the best shows I've ever seen. You know, Real Talk with Dom is new. I'll never be on your calibers yet. It takes me years to get to there. But however, what I'm trying to do is this. I give a shit about entertainment. It came up in my feed today. Do not give up on your dreams. I truly did. My dream was to be a famous actor, all this type of shit, right? You had to rearrange that, getting into my ages. My dream is your dreams now. It's faster to do entertainment with a network, with people who want the same thing, and you keep them involved, who have the same structure, who give you legitimate evidence as far as paranormal, who give you legitimate shows as far as putting their artistry out there. You
Right.
cannot work with bullshit.
Yeah.
And something BB3 has technically not done. We've gotten rid of everybody who's there for themselves.
Right.
That
You know,
makes
and yeah, and it's important, you know, it's taking a while to build, but it's got to, we have to find quality shows and people that I think already have shows, you know, where they already have their scheduled dates, where they have, you know, people that are established already. So, and they just want to stream on our network.
But
I know.
Yeah, no, there's some funny. There's like my mom says, "Wear your new glasses." Listen, it doesn't take away the
Hey,
light.
Cat.
Tom's bringing there
Hey,
too. Cat just popped
how
up.
are you, baby?
Cat, I'll put you up there. Tom Spring, you know you're here. I will be sending you a link soon. TARYN, you have so much involved. The Peaches. Let's talk there.
Yeah. So, you know, the Peaches, we met up Saturday. We go through withdrawal when we don't see each other for a while. And we talk we have a group chat. We talk every day, all day long, into the night, all day. There's 8 of us, and I couldn't be more proud to and thankful and blessed to be a part of such an amazing group of women, like, and that will have my back no matter what. Yeah. And we went out to dinner Saturday, and they know that I've been having a tough time a little bit, and they gave me a gift. They all put together, gave me a gift, and it was so in Gettysburg in the square. You can the square, the walkway is all brick. It goes around like in a big circle, but it's all brick. And people, you can buy a brick and donate it to somebody, and like they'll engrave your name and stuff. And that's what they did. They gave me a certificate that they bought me a brick, and my name, it's going to say TARYN Kerber, and then underneath of it, heart and soul. And they said the heart and soul is because Gettysburg is your heart and soul. Like they said, so now that's going to be engraved in November of this year. So when I go there for New Year's, I'm going to find my brick.
It's so cool.
They're fucking amazing. No,
it's Parental Advisor. You're good. You know this is a raw network.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a thoughtful, amazing thing to do. And then one step further, you know, Megan was like, I had to convince them, but they are going to put it in front of the Inn at Lincoln Square. That's my favorite place to stay. So they're going to put the brick in front of the favorite place that I like to stay. So
love it.
I can't, I think about it and it brings a little tear to my eye.
It's so funny because getting to know you is like, fuck New Jersey, all this type of shit. But then you have this amazing picture of yourself with this heart above that sun in Gettysburg. Mm-hmm. That place, like anyone who knows you and anyone who wants to tune in and on my side, that woman right there is Gettysburg, heart in and heart out. I mean, it's so much. You need to live there.
I do.
You really do.
I really do.
Jersey sucks. Sorry, all New Jersey.
Gettysburg is so, it's like in a little bubble. You go there and it's like back in the day where like nobody even gives a shit what you believe in, whatever. I mean, the people are nice. I've met so many friends going there. I have friends there now. So I don't know.
TARYN, I've been there and it's peace. I feel the same way about Casadega. So when you visit Florida, when I make a random phone call to you at Saturday o'clock or Saturday in the morning saying, I'm flying you out here to do a fucking ghost hunt, I really still mean that. We're going to do the keep because I want BB3 to all be involved. But
yeah. My phone rings. I'm like, hello.
I know.
He's like, I'm flying you to Florida to do an investigation. You cool? I'm like, what? I'm like,
Yep.
wait, what?
I said, there's no hotel, there's no nothing. It's gonna be a weekend. You have the room. I'll sleep in the goddamn dining room. We're gonna make this shit happen because we're working on some crazy stuff here, and we wanna push forward. When I talked about the films, I want one of the first ones to be a documentary, and every BB3 member, including non-BB3 members, I will be reaching out to Kenny Biddle for this one. I respect him to the world and back, so I'll send him the footage. Of course, he's gonna debunk everything we do. But it's safe to say that we have all opinions on BB3's first documentary. Agreed?
Yeah, for sure.
It may be a fucking flop. We may get nothing, but at least we tried.
But see, that's what's fun about it. You know, that's what still makes it fun. When you can do this stuff and laugh about it. You know what I mean? And then, you know, like, okay, I contacted somebody about having a coffee for Paranormal Brew. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere, but I'm going to try. We'll see, because in 2 weeks, I had 5 people tell me, and 5 people from like different walks of life, you should do a coffee for Paranormal Brew, you know? And I'm like,
yeah.
So
I saw a little bit of stuff you posted today. I don't know if is that what you're selling with the coffee in the mugs and stuff like that? I mean,
well, that's the company that'll make it. It's called Deadly Grounds.
That's it. Yeah, cool.
And I'm gonna, you know, promote the coffee and his stuff and everything. He's gonna put Paranormal Brews stuff on their website.
Awesome.
And I think what I believe happens is he gives me a code, you know, that he knows that people are buying from Paranormal, you know, through Paranormal Brew. And eventually maybe I'll get to a place where, you know, it's enough to be able to have Paranormal Brews label put on the bags, you know, and have people buy Paranormal Brews, you know what I mean?
Sure,
but it's still through Deadly Grounds. Like, he's still making it, but
I get it. No, it's great. And anything that we could do in BB3 to help him out too, to like push that business, you know, you take care of that side. You understand that. You have all free reins. We do have Tom Spring in the bottom. Without further ado. Yes. All right.
Look at that beard.
What's up, family? How y'all doing?
Hey, happy birthday, by the way, on a late birthday.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Who's gonna sing happy birthday to him? Who wants to do it?
Wait, but okay. So how do you do that when your birthday's on a leap year?
I don't celebrate it really. It's on the 28th is when we celebrate it, but I really don't celebrate it at all. In fact, I even purposely left my house and came on a trip for work just to get out of doing that. So I kind of bailed on everybody and came out to South Carolina, which is where I'm at right now.
Nice.
Doing a 1-week trip out here to do some work. So
awesome.
Yeah.
We're at in South Carolina.
I'm at Shaw Air Force Base, so outside of Sumter, about 2 hours away from Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a house in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
you do.
Well, I don't. Rob does.
So,
like, how come we didn't know about this before?
Why wasn't this brought up in a BB3TV vacation? Huh?
Oh my God. Rob would be
Shit,
like,
I've been looking for places in Tennessee, and everyone's trying to find it. And TARYN had
a house in Myrtle Beach.
Rob would be like, do I have to hire security, like, just to make sure?
I'll be there. I'll be there.
That's true.
That's all good.
Lifeguards. Preferably Pam Anderson and Carmen Electra and Yasmin Bleeth. What was all that from? They're real lifeguards, right?
on TV they sure were.
That was a good one. So Tom, I got to tell you something.
Sir, yes, sir.
Wow. We did a show with Dustin Heise the other night, and a lot of comments came in. Okay. And I see it within the back chats and everything else. You are a favored show.
Whoa. Why?
It's the beard. And it's Nikki.
It's the beard. It's the beard and Nikki. I got nothing to do with it. It's
No, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
I said that the first time he was going to come on to BB3 TV and he told me the concept behind, I was like, that's awesome. I said, that is going to be awesome. People are going to love that.
Yeah. And I really don't do anything. I show up, I say hi to everybody. And I just let the guests talk. And, I don't really see any point in me having to do anything else. I mean, that's why the guests come on there, so they can share their stories and let people know that what's going on or anything else. I'm telling you what, Dom, my next show, I'm not going to get a word in anywhere. Because I have TARYN and April on my next show on Monday, March 7th. They're going to be on my show. And
well, thank you for that. All right.
What's that?
Thank you for that one again. Just really rub it in, will you?
Oh, hold on. Let me get this in there really good.
And I got to get him some lubricant or some shit, whatever the hell it's called. What is it, like Lubriderm? That's going to be your next birthday present next year. Christ.
But I know what's going to happen is I'm going to get on there. I'm going to do my little spiel about, hey, guys, thanks for showing up, blah, blah, blah. Here's TARYN, here's April, and I'm just going to sit back and shut my mouth and just let the show happen.
Oh my gosh. We're probably going to first talk about, I can tell you right now, because we always do it. We're going to talk about how much we stalked each other and thought each other hated each other. But we were like secretly in love with each other.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm not, like I said.
I was never part of any of this. So great. So with the Paranormal Brew that we're going to be on, Tom and I, we're going to give TARYN so much shit. You know that,
right? When are you on her show? When is that?
What were you, the 16th? Unless
shut up. Hold on, the 13th. The 13th.
All right.
April 13th.
Tom Nelly. April 13th. It already changed a month.
Wow.
It was April 13th.
Christ, my birthday is gonna go. I'm gonna be 37 and old and shit.
Hey, April. Shut your pie hole. 37.
We'll be there, but man, that's gonna give you even more shit now. We're not gonna shut up.
Dom, you realize that between now and April 13th, I'm actually going to be on her show 2 more times, right?
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm glad. As a matter of fact, the last BB3 meeting apparently was fucking pointless.
What are you talking about?
Nothing I'm going to say here, but it's all joking.
No. I think when I have TARYN and April on, that's the last scheduled time I have them on. But of course, I always reach out to TARYN if shit goes sideways. And I got people that just don't seem to show up because TARYN and I can talk about absolutely anything all day long.
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
And I love that. And anytime that I can jump on, I definitely 1000%.
And she really only jumps on with me because she wants to see my wife.
I think it's great. And I think that what I'm doing here, I did this with Dustin the other day, and what I'm doing with TARYN right now, I feel like you guys should go live more during the day when you have days off. Just grab another host and talk shit and talk about what's going on. Because until we get like shows going, 24 hours a day, I feel like, everyone's relating us in the nighttime. Somebody might be on break like Tom was today and saying hi during a show. I feel like, you guys take the opportunity to interact with the daily people. Some work nights, have their entire day, to hang out. Let BB3 reach to them somehow.
Yeah. And that's why you'll see in my comments whenever I write something up, except for the last one, I didn't do it because, like I said, I'm not home, so I'm not comfortable in my own location. But I put together a quick screenshot of me, TARYN, and April and posted it out there yesterday. But anytime I normally write something and I'm back home, the stuff I write up about the people coming on is all just my own thoughts that I have. But in the end, I always say, if you are unable to watch this show live, please send me any questions you have ahead of time that you may want to ask, because I want you to be a part, and I want to be able to talk about those questions that you have, because I know if you watch it back on a video, you're going to feel more in tune and more involved.
Sure.
If you realize that we're paying attention to you, even though you're not watching it live. And I think that's a huge deal for people. So I always try to put that in my notices when I send that out there.
Right.
That's a good idea. I'm going to steal that.
It's not stealing if you tell me. It's just procuring.
And that's what we talked about the other night when we bring up comments with everyone. Like, we want everyone to feel like a part of the show. I mean, we cannot stress this enough. When you like and follow us, that like and follow doesn't mean shit. It means you're family now. So
Right.
you're a big part of these shows. So if you have a question, if you have just a comment, we're going to put you up there because we can't do this without you.
Yep.
You know, and your shares, like every share means a lot. That means we're going to grow as a family, and you're growing with us too. Just because you're not a host, you literally are a part of this. You get to watch shows and see new content coming in. That's part of your nights, just like it is ours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
You
Definitely.
know?
Yeah, and I like watching all the different shows. You know what I mean? Like, you know, wherever they're at, you know, so I definitely will, you know, the people that are in my networks and stuff like that, I'm gonna watch first. You know what I mean? Before I watch something outside of that. But you know, it's interesting to see the different shows, you know?
It is.
Yeah, because that's what Dom said earlier. We're not just a paranormal network. We have a lot of different things that go on. Dustin is amazing. I love watching Dustin because it's funny because when he and I first started talking, we realized how much we were cut from the same cloth as far as how we act, how we talk, how we think about things, and everything else. So it's really cool that we have that ability to cross streams like that, to where I'm paranormal, but he's more current events, but we're so connected on different levels that it's just amazing. And this network is what allows us to do that. It's not, I would have never met Dustin outside of this network at all.
Sure.
So even if you don't have a show on here, you're someone who's just watching, you're going to meet so many different styles of people that you can connect with that you would never have the opportunity to see, talk to, and just engage with on a regular basis as you do by watching us.
For sure.
So that's
the thing. Wait, you know, it's go ahead, Taryn. Sorry.
I was going to say, like, even like when I watch shows and I'm in the comments, I'll develop relationships that way too.
Right.
Wind up friend requesting and becoming friends with, and then, you know, having a friendship through that way.
That's me and Kat right here. You know, Kat Armstrong's in here talking away about it. But yeah, I mean, it's the same way. She and I met through this networking. It was nothing. We didn't know each other outside of that. And what's funny is that she and I are in the same stomping grounds as far as locations we go to.
And there's an April.
Until then.
April, if you're available right now, Dustin too as well.
She's probably getting her hair done. She's probably still getting her hair done. She had her hair done.
All right. Just send a thumbs up in here if you wanted to join. But April, you know, I want to bring her up. She is one of the strongest members of BB3TV and brought in by Dustin as well. And Taryn's friend. I mean, you guys are family, not just friend. I mean, this is a family oriented thing right here.
She's one of my best friends. She's one of my best friends.
What she said. I'm in the foils.
I knew it. I talked to her this morning, so I knew she was going to get her hair done.
Yeah. My mom said hello. My mom is one of the biggest fans of April, so
She's
it's
amazing.
strong structure right there. So April, thank you for being BB3TV, and we will do something like this one day, you and I, just like Taryn and I and Tom and I are doing tonight or today. I'm so used to saying
right now.
We are family and best friends, so that's the true on a structure of it. Kat, let's see. Tom, and as you read Kat's what she's saying, there's I'll bring that up in a moment.
Hi, Sherry D. Benedetti.
Sherry D. Benedetti. I stopped and I saw Paranormal Advisory explicit content. Yep, that's us. What's happening, Sherry? Good meeting you. I actually met you at the I think the New Jersey Para Expo.
Thank you, babe. I love you. I can't wait to see you guys again.
So Sherry, thank you for being here, and we're always here for you too. We'd love to have you on the show.
Like, if anybody, I'm going to tell you right now, the Ghost Hunters is awesome this season. If nobody's watched it, every episode has been awesome.
Yeah, check it out. All right, so Sherry's a part of Ghost Hunters, so right? Well,
yeah.
All right, so everyone, Taryn, say that. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was just saying if she's still watching. But Ghost Hunters has just been awesome this season. If you guys haven't watched it, I literally have not looked forward to watching any paranormal like TV in a really long time. I mean, Ghost Nation was good. I watched Ghost Nation, but then now the Ghost Hunters comes back on, and it's awesome how they're investigating. I mean, I feel like it's old school, and I love it. Like, they're just really doing a great job. And and I love her. And everybody says when we were, because I met her at Phenom, and everybody was saying that me and her look alike. Which at the time I had I had dark hair. So when we did our pictures, we did look alike. Although she has nicer boobs than me. I love you. I love you, Shara. I was just saying.
I remember her being like you, though. I mean, you guys are both tiny. Like she's short like you
yeah,
too.
we're the same height. I have big boobs too, but
that's their personality. Just makes them seem so huge.
She said, "Thank you, hi April," and laugh out loud. Yeah.
She's laughing at my boob.
Larry, thank you for being here. We're going to go back up to Gretchen as well. Hello, all. Can't stay. Got to get back to work. See, that's the thing. Gretchen, thank you for being here. If you're at work, just to pop in real quick, we want to show you here 24 hours a day. BB3 is not going anywhere. So thank you, Gretchen. Thank you, Sherry. And April in the foils.
Reaching out to say hi, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is great. Like, and that's the thing, like, meeting, I mean, Sherry's awesome. And she, I really beat myself up. I tell this story because I beat myself up by not being my normal self. But at Phenom, they were on a panel and there was a woman in the audience. I won't say her name. A lot of people know her, but gets up and kind of, I don't want to say kind of, she attacked Sherry and by basically asking Jason or asking the men of the panel, why does a woman have to be skinny, big boobed, and pretty to get onto TV? Why?
Fuck that.
Right? So she goes, it's not like any of them have to have any skills or this and that. And Jason was like, oh, hold on. I've been investigating with her for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like,
don't let the real boys handle something like that because they'll let somebody down. I mean, myself, Tom Springer, if anybody said that to you about BB3 TV, they would be fucking on the goddamn razor's edge. And I'm sorry for that. I mean, there's your parental advisory, Sherry, for sure. Yeah. We stick up for the women who are true artists.
And that's not true. She's a good investigator, you know, and that to me, that just sounded, I mean, she made herself look really, you know, jealous and, you know, just kind of immature and, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I think it was handled good. If the woman would have kept going, I had a little bit to drink at that moment, so I probably would have stood up. Yeah, I know.
I could tell you this, working with how I worked in the South, there she is there. I've heard nothing but great things about her. So I don't know if she still works with the person. We don't have to go back into it, but you know, I work with.
I would have had your back. I would have had your back, Sherry. I'm telling you.
Straight up.
To it. I was 2
Let us be in the audience.
Oh, I was so 2 seconds to saying something. And if she would have said something, then I would have been like, yeah. Woo! You know?
Straight up. We're not famous and shit. I'll throw beer bottles at somebody, and that's no threat.
I can say stuff, right?
You damn right. So, you know, not talking about Sherry much more, but I did hear nothing but great things about her. I worked with the world's largest ghost hunt at one time with that crew. I'm not sure if she's still kind of involved with them, but like they have nothing but solid things to say about her. So Sherry, thank you for being here. I hope to get to know you in the future as we move.
Yes, we totally had her back.
Awesome. Thank you. You
we
damn
made her
right.
An honorary peach.
Really?
She's an honorary peach.
She's a peach? Is it?
No. But Kenny is also on there.
I was just gonna say, how is this shit possible? How does Dom become a peach?
How does Tom?
Thank you, Sherry.
I mean,
love you.
Much love.
Tom even this guy right here even got one of the peaches to give him the double fingers for making a comment while the peaches were having a show. It was fantastic.
Oh yeah, Kim.
I love Kim.
No, I love that Joni Mitchell's name.
Oh yeah, that's the Joni. That's my mentor.
That it wasn't there a singer?
Yes.
Joni Mitchell, right?
Yes.
And it was good music.
Yes. That Joni right there is an absolutely fabulously wonderful woman just in general. And
truly amazing. Nice person.
She's also my mentor, and I make her blush every time I say it, which is why I always try to make sure I say it as much as I can, because she deserves the accolades for the person that she is and for what she does.
Is April still watching? Throw me a thumbs up under that foil so aliens don't get a hold of you right quick. Just let me know. Throw me a thumbs up. I have an underground question to ask you that you just asked me in Messenger later, but I got to ask you something real quick. Just throw me a thumbs up while it's on my mind. All right? As if you're there. We don't have to be quiet, though. All right, so Tom, let me ask you the same question I asked TARYN earlier. What do you want to see personally as a host as BB3 moves forward? What is going to make this company better, and what content do you want to see besides movies and shit like that coming in?
Ooh, well, that's a good one. As a host, I don't normally have to think about this stuff. I'm not an owner. I'm just going to sit in the background and do my show. I don't know. I mean, I was listening when I wasn't on the show, as I was listening to you two talk when I was sitting backstage, and you talked about the fact that we've kind of already weeded out what needed to be gone. And that's very true. And I think that was a big step in identifying what needed to be done. Mm-hmm. Now we only need to make sure that we grow what we're already doing so consistently now.
Right.
I don't think I mean, of course, there's going to be stuff that comes down that's going to be to benefit BB3 and the host as far as advertisements and different varieties and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. But that's what we're working towards. We're working towards advertisement to people know that we're here. And then we're working towards all the variety so people know they can come on and watch not just paranormal, not just current events, but they have so many different options. This is not going to be, as far as I can tell, every time that I speak with Dom, this is not going to be geared towards just being a simple streaming site. He wants this to be an actual no shit TV type of network to where everything is on here, to where everybody has an option to come on and enjoy something they want to see. Mm-hmm. And to learn about new stuff that they maybe not even know about. You know, I mean, we got a guy on here that comes on once a month or, you know, whenever he wants after he builds a product, and he identifies what he's built. And it's a woodworking project. But maybe during the summer he ends up not doing the woodworking because he wants to get out a little bit more. So maybe he does the fact that he does his own jam making. Right. And he does fire jams. He does like raspberry habanero and stuff like that. So he advertises how he makes that, what goes on there.
It's here.
Yeah, we had the video gaming. As Joni
is he still doing it?
Oh, every Saturday night. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, he's still there.
Here's the thing, not to cut Tom off, because I know video games not important to a lot of people, but it's important to a huge crowd. So there's about 2 more gamers that want to come in, and it's only to Twitch. So they go to Twitch. Yeah. So one viewer on Twitch, one viewer brings you to over hundreds of people because it's so hard to get viewers on Twitch, but your networking goes out. So with Jonas playing the NBA and Halo and all he's doing, I personally will put my phone on and his show will be on my phone the entire night. So he's networking out to so many people. If all of us did that, so you don't watch it, because I don't play video games. I play Halo. I like to talk a lot of shit in the microphone. Why would Don want to do that? That's all I like to do.
That's all.
But one viewer, 2 viewers, 3 viewers will bring him out to hundreds and hundreds more.
Right.
And that'll build our Twitch. Anyway, go ahead. So thank you for bringing up the video gaming, because it's not often brought up because we don't think about it often. There's so many hosts, and the video gaming just as it's on a Saturday night, besides the 2 other hosts I'm trying to bring in.
Right.
That, you know, are trying to look at it. So thank you, Joni, for bringing that up.
Yeah. And the other thing and I talked to TARYN about this kind of, because TARYN and I also talk a lot behind the scenes. But the one thing I told TARYN that I try to do on my show, there's a lot of times where we all come from the same cut of cloth. We all know the same people. So we'll have the same people on the shows. I kind of do what you do, Dom. I network. I go out there and I get on Facebook or I go to other sites, and I just find people that I find interesting and I friend them. And when they friend me back and they identify they want to be friends, I simply ask them, look, here's what I do. Here's what I want to talk about. Do you have an interest in coming on my show and talking?
Sure.
8 times out of 10, I get them go, yeah, I would love to. So then I set up a face-to-face to where I just talk to them. So I understand that they're legit and they're not just, going to be bullshitting. and then I bring them on, and it brings in a whole new audience
It does.
we're introducing their friends now to our network. So it's a whole new way to do things, and that's, like I said, I think we're on the right track. I think it's just kind of, I think that's just kind of what more we need to do, and
Now,
I think we're doing it the right way.
I think so too. Now, I do things a little bit different from you, and I want everyone's opinion on this because I think this kind of an asshole thing to do on my part. Not that I am, kind of.
Shocker.
I do not pre-interview somebody because I want the story to come out. Yeah, so TARYN's right there with me. So if you're
not a bad idea. I just don't do it.
It's not. It could make a shit show, which I've had, and that's the learning process. You could be a bullshit actress, not saying any names. You could be a bullshit paranormal group who made up a whole bunch of shit. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Without saying any names. You're going to bury your own grave.
Tom,
I'm not going to sit there.
Why is it so dark in your room?
Who's mine?
Yeah.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
That's because I'm in a shitty hotel room that doesn't have a whole lot of light.
I love shitty hotel rooms. I love it already.
Yeah, but your curtains are closed.
Well, yeah, that's because I'm on the first floor and I want people walking by looking through the window.
Gotcha.
So,
in reality, how do you feel about that? Like,
sorry about that.
I didn't mean to interrupt. No, you're fine.
I will tell you. Let me kind of expand on that. What you said. I don't interview them for their story they're going to tell me. I just like to talk to them in person to build a rapport with them before they come on the show. I never ask them, what are you going to talk about? I just like to go, hey, this is who I am. I want to just be introduced to you. Like when I met Roxanne Jasparo, the one who does everything out in Rhode Island, the psychic medium white witch out in Rhode Island. She was fantastic. I want to have her back on my show. She was on my show once already, but I want to have her back on because she was traveling the time we talked to her. So I don't think she had the full benefit of the crowd that she should have.
Sure.
But talking to her individually, just as a person, she was fantastic. And that's why I want to bring her back on because
we'll do it.
Because that's like I said, I'm not asking the story. I'm just asking what is Joni asking me? Where's the bedroom Bible, Tom?
Yeah. Oh, what's your plans with Patricia McDowell? Because she's such a big part of BB3TV that her story is amazing. She's already been on my show, and I know she had technical difficulties.
Here's the story. I still don't know her story because I didn't watch you when she was on there. But by your recommendation, I'm going to have her on my show. We had technical difficulties. I've already been back in touch with her, and she's already rescheduled. I don't know if we have a date, but we've already talked about rescheduling her to bring her back onto my show because there's no way I want to miss somebody like that. Just talking to her. Like I said, I didn't ask her about her story. I don't want to know her story. I want her to tell me the story. Right. I want to be as shocked as everyone else is when she tells it to me the first time. But I did talk to her and learn about a lot about her and her rapport and how she is as a person, which is what I try to do. And she is an absolutely fantastically wonderful person that I cannot wait to have on my show to get that story.
Well, here's how we can make this happen. And it just is what it is. She's about...
Uh-oh. I guess not.
5 minutes from me. If sit in this chair right here, I do not have those difficulties. You will have a show. I promise you that. Plus, her and I have dinner we got to do together anyway because I respect her so much.
Well, she said that's the first time she's ever had that difficulty. And so it was maybe it just wasn't my time to talk to her yet. Maybe someone else has something planned. Because
let your shades go. Come on.
Because what ended up happening that same night, and I'm going to kind of cross advertise here. Sorry, Dom. But what happened that same night is that was the first time I was on Parapost Network. And so that was the first introduction that anybody on Parapost Network has ever heard of me. And all I did was talk about me and my experiences and what my show was about for an hour. So they got to know who I was. And that's the first time I've ever actually done it with my BB3 audience too. I have always had a guest. I've never been on my own.
Might have been a blessing then.
So I think it might have given them a great introduction, even though I've been on for like six or seven shows now, a great introduction to who their host was, why I'm doing what I'm doing, what my background is, and why the show is what it is. So,
well, you're high in numbers and you're one of the favored, so I give you credit. And I personally thank you from a BB3 dream.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys giving me a platform to talk on. I mean, you're the ones who were dumb enough to come up and ask me to come on the show. So
well, I've made a lot of stupid fucking moves, and you aren't one.
I appreciate it. Hold on.
I'll tell you this, TARYN, I want to know something about you too. Something I've never asked. All right. So there's the Black Shades.
All right. There you go.
There's actually a segue to Black Shades, by the way.
You guys hear music?
Yes. No.
I hear something. I do hear something, in the background somewhere.
Uh-oh.
I hear it.
So what I'm going to say to this real quick, everyone's in Black Shades. I am starting another production company, Black Shades Entertainment. It will be different. It will not be related to BB3TV. The content will be strongly adult related, a lot of parental advisory, stuff like that. So, you can always, I welcome everyone to go watch the content, but please, any artist that goes over, any artist that comes in, know that it's highly R-rated and it has nothing to do with BB3TV. And that's just something else I want to do because there's a lot of content out there that we look for. Let me get into the structure with that. We asked hosts, we have fired hosts for putting so much content on the actual Facebook page that started cursing and stuff like that. We fired them. Your show is a parental advisory, but we have kids and people that watch for our vendors and things like that. We try to keep it clean as much as we can other than the shows. Black Shades will not be a part of anything clean. It won't even be on Facebook. Actually, we're going to go to Roku and Twitch. So Black Shades will be all adult, 18 and up related. So that's what I'm working on. I'm printing assignments. Hopefully you don't hear it left. Yeah. That's what that's what the Black Shades are, other than the astigmatism. There was a segue because it's something, another dream of mine besides BB3TV, that I do create another company. And it will be, if you guys like Howard Stern and shit like that, like it will be more of those lines.
That's what I'll be going from this to this.
My mom says, is it sexual? R-rated. Remember Howard Stern. So here, we'll just put that up there. Like I said, don't watch Black Shades if you ain't trying to be offended.
Mom, don't watch.
Like I said, it has nothing to do with BB3TV.
So wait, Dustin changed his show?
To Friday nights.
No, but what's he doing?
Off the cuff. However, though, what we're doing with him is we took the chains off him, like we always said, because we thought we knew anything political would put a division between people. But nowadays, the way the world works, you cannot take a host. We're not taking any money from him, things like that. It's all upfront. Like, why should we take your idea when you could bring in people and not everyone's going to watch Paranormal Brew. Not everyone's going to Learn from a School Book. Not everyone's going to Real Talk with Dom. Maybe people.
And honestly, the people that come to watch his show are going to be coming there just for the political shit anyway. They're not going to want to.
So why should I divide him from being a host? Why should I take his material? Why should I make him being a host say, hey, I'm putting you in a corner. You can't do this. No, you go do that now. Let BB3 expand a little bit. If they don't like it, don't watch Dustin. If you don't like me, don't watch me. If you don't like TARYN, don't watch TARYN. It's strictly the point of view.
Everybody likes me, so everyone will come watch me.
You ain't fucking lying there. But I mean, that's the truth. I mean, that's really the God's honest truth. Like, honestly, if you're going to be a content artist here, we're not going to hold you back. Yes, my mom says there's nothing going to be sexual here on BB3TV and nothing degrading sexual on Black Shades and shit like that. But we're not going to bring it here to the content to ruin other artists. We're not going to do anything to ruin any shows here. Right. Black Shades will be, something that's after midnight and shit like that with more Howard Stern style shows, just talking shit and stuff like that, promoting people who are models, things like that. But BB3TV is going to be structured 24/7 shows that, we promote each other, but nothing that's going to degrade anybody with race, sexuality, religion, anything like that. Opinions will be strong, but however, at the same time, nobody will be put in a corner nor feel bad about watching us. You'll just be able to add your opinion in too.
Yeah, if you don't want to watch the show, just move on.
Right. And that's the way I felt about it from the start. And that's why Tom was, not Tom Springer, Tom Nally was so strong structured into saying, hey, we need to push more variety. The paranormal has brought us our numbers, yes. But there are other viewers who can't stand paranormal. I know many who can't stand paranormal. We're allowed to branch out a little bit, you know? Nobody puts baby in the... I get it. So promoting as we go. TARYN, I'm going to ask you a question because we've been here 55 minutes or 56 minutes now. I always say we're not going to go over an hour. You have shit to do too. I just wanted to reach out to you. I have a question for you besides how to find you. Why did you start the Paranormal Brew?
Originally, it was because we would, after an investigation or during an investigation or whatever, you know, we would talk about paranormal stuff, and you know, whoever we were investigating with, we would just sit there and have a round table. Like, we would just talk about paranormal shit. I'm like, like, why don't we record our conversations? You know what I mean? And like, kind of just put it out there. So at first, that's what it started out as. It was like a round table discussion thing that was only on, like, it was on Mixler. So it was like internet radio. So it was like, you know, just kind of BSing about paranormal stuff. And then all the shows started to come out, and they were all about demons, and private cases were getting like, oh, something wants to push me down the step. It's a demon because I watched, you know, Ghost Adventures, and that's what is always there. So then I discovered Facebook Live, and then I kind of wanted to go in a different direction with it because I feel like the shows not only make what we really do gimmicky, but also, you know, people don't understand it's entertainment, and they're taking it as the Holy Grail. So I wanted to educate and get people out there to learn something. And then I started to branch out a little bit just from ghost stuff. Then it was Bigfoot stuff and this and that. And then I'm realizing there's so many people out there, so many paranormal groups that do things for the good. Like, they use this platform, like the Potographs for Pooches. Like, he raises money for animal shelters, and he's raised over $75,000 in 3 years. And that's from the paranormal community. So I feel like people out there need to know this stuff, you know, and help and support and blah, 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 all that good stuff. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's great because before I got to know you, I only knew you a little bit through Tom Nally. And, you know, like I said, there's a future here for you and I to build like family together. And I'm always going to respect you, and I'm going to always be here for you. So in all downs and outs and all that we're going to go through in BB3TV, yo, we're going to run this fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and also I hope that each time somebody watches, there might be something that they learn from it or get from it. And
sure.
remember it, and it helps them, you know, in their life. So,
and I hope that, like, when all shows they watch, they know that, you know, like I said, it's parental advisory. They see our different attitudes and stuff like that. I want them all to come out and say, hey, you know what? We learned something from each of them. We know their content. We know them as their personalities. You know, we like them because of how hard they work and how much they actually care about every person that likes, shares, and follows BB3TV. I mean, when you think about it right now, none of us are generating any money from BB3TV. That will be starting with the movies and stuff. We do this because we actually give a shit about, you know, everyone who wants to learn, who wants to hang out with us. Like, it's a big hangout. I got with this with, you know, the whole COVID thing. You know, I started with another network. You know, when I was sitting there by myself, I'm like, why can't I generate people and talk to them and bring the world together in a way that you don't have to be together? You know, like, TARYN, you're in Jersey. What are you, in Wisconsin? I'm in Florida, right?
mm-hmm.
And here's 3 family members right now hanging out. And the world is watching us, and they're hanging out too. What's wrong with that?
I don't know, nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whether in the comment section they want to destroy us by saying, fuck you guys and all this type of shit, at least you're there and you gave us a view.
Yep.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
What was I going to say? I was going to say something, and now I forget. Damn it.
Uh-oh.
I do that.
Broker.
I forget. While you were talking, I had something in my head to say to, like, kind of piggyback what you were saying. I I don't remember. Fuck it.
Well, you'll remember it in time, and that's what it is. I am here to destroy. Never mind. Oh, awesome!
Right,
I love you already.
Bar.
All right, Tom Springer, you being, because we're gonna go right back to TARYN. I'm gonna end it with TARYN and I.
Cool.
And Tom, I'll bring you out, but what I'll do is I'll just say, Tom, thank you again for being a part of BB3TV. Your vision, the outlook that you have, the support that you have for each host, each viewer, and each family member that joins, likes, shares, and follows and subscribes. You make sure they most importantly enjoy. You're a top list on that spectrum.
Thanks, sir. Much love. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, don't leave yet. You got to tell everyone when your show is and what it is.
All right. Monday night, 7 o'clock Central. It's stuff I never learned from a school book. And it's basically people who are wanting to learn about abilities, just want to talk abilities, want to learn a little bit about the paranormal, whatever else. Come on out, talk to us. I am going to plug Monday's March 7th show because one of them is sitting right here on the screen. TARYN Kerper is going to be on my show, and April Brissett's going to be on my show, and I'm not going to get a word in edgewise once I introduce them. I'm just going to let them go, and the only thing you're going to hear from me is good evening, good night. That's about all I'm going to have to worry about saying. So, all right, brother.
That's so not true.
Much love, and we'll do this again. Tom, I need you to do me a favor, and TARYN too, before we leave. In the back chats, we have a game show coming up in March. You guys figure out the game we want to play. So actually, all family members in the comments, if you guys want to see us play a certain game, you let us know and we will play that game. Tom Springer, I'll see you again, brother. Thank you for being here.
Much love. Bye, folks.
Love you.
Love you.
All right, TARYN, we'll end this right here. Let everyone know where we could find the Paranormal Brew, please.
Paranormal Brew, Facebook, BB3. So on Paranormal Brew's page, BB3TV's page, and Parapost Network's page, YouTube as well, which I'm not linked to BB3TV's YouTube, but YouTube Paranormal Brew, and I believe that's it. Or I don't know. I'm getting confused, but Paranormal Brew's on YouTube, and then also Unrestricted Paranormal 2. They have, they play it as well. And then I believe that's it. Yeah. And I'm also an admin for Hunophobia Canada as well. So that's just the page. Yeah.
Everybody go back and watch it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to piggyback something that's, you can find Real Talk with Dom on Thursday nights, but I'm going to be here in and out as I work on films. But however, though, TARYN and I and BB3, including Tom Springer in April, we've all been working on something that I've been very passionate with. A true friend of mine, Sarah Petro, going for the Inked magazine. TARYN's been sharing. Everyone's been sharing out. So everybody, please go to Inked magazine. Sarah Petro. She's now in 3rd place. Went from 14th to 3rd place. Come on now.
Well, she was in 1st the other night.
Well, in her group. Now she's went from that 14th to 3rd. So I'm truly proud of that girl. She was here the other night. We're going to do another show. You were on the show with her. She said that she truly enjoyed meeting everyone. She was super nervous. So she could take all those pictures and shit that are real nice. Tom Springer, I could still see in the background. We're going to jump you back in here in a moment as far as we end it. But everyone, please go over to BB3TV. I will share the link. Please vote for Sarah. It means a lot to me. That girl means the world to me, only because she's a beautiful person. Nothing more than that. She's just she deserves it with her story. And we will do another show so you can actually hear her story at a more decent time. I think we did it at 11 o'clock at night the other night, right? Because votes were going crazy. Anyway, TARYN, I want to say, I love you, my friend. You're my sister. Thank you for being part of BB3TV. You do so much here. And we just keep rolling with everything we do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And promote it out.
Absolutely.
Like, share, follow, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy. From BB3TV, we're going to the back chats. TARYN, can you stay for like 4 minutes?
Yeah.
We'll see you guys soon.